They're just boys.
Those are now outside
Very
clothes
talented,
for
creative
sure.
boys.
They'll probably have written 40, 50 songs, is my guess, by the time they finish.
Do you want to know how many
Oh, you know?
they wrote pre-debut?
How many? Everyone has really good BS detectors. You
Yeah.
can tell when it's not
Absolutely.
authentic.
Love is a big word for Matt. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Michelle, everybody's favorite Nuna, and we are back with our Cortis documentary series. We're also here with my music producer husband, Matthew.
Hi, I'm Matthew TRYBA. I'm a music producer, songwriter, and engineer. And I've worked with OneRepublic, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, The Fray, Alicia Keys, and I'm excited to learn more about Cortis. And a little plug for myself, I'm always on the hunt for new artists. So if you are an artist or you know a new artist, you can hit up my website at MatthewTryba.com and check it out. I'd love to hear from you.
And I will link all of his websites and socials down below. You have an artist who's coming out with an album in December, so that's exciting.
Yeah. The artist's name is Love Christian.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a little fun feature. Love Christian has been on the channel for my The Boys series before,
Yes.
so I'm very excited he has his first full album coming out. But today, we are rolling right along with our Cortis series. We are going to do the documentary, episode 3, for What We Want, and then as promised, I know everyone has patiently been waiting for you to finish listening to the rest of the album, but we are going to watch the FaSHioN music video right after we watch the documentary episodes. So with that, let's go ahead and get right into it, rolling right along. You guys have waited patiently enough, so let's get going.
출발해. 자, 1차 스타터와 함께 올해인의 안건호 선수.
So what are we watching here?
시험은
Oh, okay, it's background.
초등학교 2, 3학년 때 시작을 해서 중학교 1학년 때까지 했었습니다.
This is your youngest member.
대회 나가는
Okay.
게
Gano.
되게 재밌었던 것 같아요. 어쨌든 경쟁이다 보니까 대회에서 그런 경쟁하는 것도 재밌었고, 스타트 뛰고 손부터 발끝까지 이렇게 물에 샥 담기는데 그 느낌이 되게 좋아요.
You're a swimmer.
Yeah, I was going to say, a little fun fact, I was a competitive swimmer from the time I was 5 all the way through high school. I swam for high school, I swam in the summers.
Yeah.
Built a lot of discipline because you have to get up at like 6, 7 a.m. every morning for practice. You're usually practicing after school and then on weekends too. So I like that I share that with him. That's fun.
Is that why you're not a morning person now?
Probably.
Compensating for
Honestly,
the
probably.
many 5 a.m. days?
솔직히 수영했을 때는 자신감, 자존감 그런 거 별로 안 따지고 그냥 했는데 연습생 하고 나서는 예전엔 막 신경 안 썼던 것들이 더 신경이 많이 쓰이고 아는 게 많아서인지 생각이 더 많아져서인지 좀 더 복잡하게 들리는 게
Keep in mind, he's like 15 while
Oh,
they're
okay.
filming
Well, that's
this.
very mature for 15. That's
Yeah.
grown up.
되게 여리여리하고 되게 go with the flow 하고 되게 뭔가 모든 걸 다 어느 정도 받아들일 수 있는 유연성이 있다고 생각해요.
I have to grow up real fast when you're a trainee.
건호만의
Definitely.
그 되게 매력 있는 미성이 있거든요. 남들은 되게 표현할 수 없는. 저는 그 건호의 보컬적인 그 미성이 너무 좋고, 얘 특유의 약간 쿨하고 되게 유쾌한데 또 되게 친절하고 상냥한 그런 느낌이 있어요.
빅히트 뮤직의 3그룹 친구들, 이제 데뷔한 친구들의 가장 중요한 점은 음악성과 진정성이었던 것 같아요. 비주얼도
that piano
비주얼이고
and
실력도
choir.
실력이지만 음악을 사랑하고 거기서 또 그 음악을 대하는 자세가 어떤 그룹들보다 더 소중하고 중요하게 생각하는 친구들이어야만 진짜 대동소이를 사랑받는 아티스트가 되기 때문인 것 같아요.
뭐 댄스 워크샵이나 많은 송라이터들이나 프로듀서들 봤을 때 느꼈던 게 되게 즐기면서 하고 있고 사람들하고 소통을 많이 하고
I think that's when they were back in LA.
Yeah, I mean, you have to love what you do because it's just so much work. You just put in so many hours that if you don't love it, you're going to quit so fast.
Absolutely. I mean, he's obviously got a lot of discipline. They all do. All of their backgrounds are really interesting, which I'm excited for you to see more of because they come from really pretty disciplined backgrounds.
I mean, that's cool. I think that's probably the defining characteristic of what makes an artist good is how disciplined they are. because you can find talented people anywhere.
Yeah.
But can you find talented people who will work hard? And those are rare.
그런 바이브 같은 것들을 잘 공유하고 되게 즐기는 모습을 많이 봐서 나도 좀 더 그냥 즐기면서 이 일을 해봐야겠다.
That's kind of hard. Well, he's just saying trying to have more fun in what you do. I find that that's a hard part of the craft is how do you be serious about practicing and getting better, but also allow room to have fun because music should be fun and you can hear it in the music. It's called playing music for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Do you feel like it conveys better in the music itself if you're trying to make a more like upbeat, positive, fun track, if like you're also having fun while you're making it?
Yeah. Well, and even it's just, I mean, any music, if you're letting go and relaxing, you make a lot better music, but then you also have to work and practice in order to allow for that to happen. And this is tension that's really hard to balance.
일요일인가에 작업을 해뒀는데 약간 해보고 싶었던 스타일 음악들?
들려줄 수 있어요? 녹음한 거?
네. 해질녘 느낌도
Yeah, like a lo-fi bedroom studio cool
LA
vibe.
이제 점심에서 저녁 넘어갈 때
I love that they sent them to different places, work with different people.
It's kind of like Arctic Monkeys-ish in a cool way.
앞으로 작업하면서 음악을 더 만들어 보고 싶다라는 생각이 들었던 것 같고 지금의
Oh, he's getting bit by the bug.
또 만나고 음악 작업도 계속 하면서 지금은 이게 너무 재밌어서 이 일을 끝까지 하고 싶습니다.
All right, we got a budding producer on our hands.
They are honestly so creative. So many people in the comments have pointed out how they have such a heavy hand in creating music videos and how they've recorded or like filmed a lot of the music videos themselves, and they take those and like they actually make videos, which is cool. There are so many behinds out right now, and I see you all requesting for Matthew to watch more of the behind the scenes stuff. We will get there. I want to get through the documentary first.
Cool.
뭘 어떻게 보면 우리 정해야 됐다 보니까 스토리라인 있는 선에서
Joyride was the music video we watched.
우리
Right, right,
말
right,
립싱 안 해도 되는 상태에서
The music videos, I'm just a fan. I don't know anything about making music videos.
뭘 시각적으로 주는 분위기라고 해야 되나?
그냥 뭐 우리가 가사 쓰면서 생각했던 그런 상황들 있잖아. 이런 거나 뭐 그냥 시작을 여기서 이렇게 밥 먹고 가사 쓰다가 갑자기 뛰어나가는 걸로 시작을 할 수도 있고.
난 연기해도 막 약간 이렇게 해가지고 막
학자권
있다는 게 아니라 그냥 카메라 막 이런 데 올려놓고 막 우리 막 움직이는 그런 연기를 하는 게 좀 더
They're still in LA.
이제 저희가
Yeah, same studio.
조이라이드 가사 작업하면서 막
They probably did a
살고 막
lockout on the studio, which means that they'll rent it for a month or 2 months or however long, and it just they
마음을
will have it.
영상으로 그대로 표현하고 싶어서 먼저 갈 곳은 그리피스 천문대 쪽에 가면은 등산로로 내려가는 쪽이 있는데 거기로 LA 쫙 나오는 그런 배경이 있어서 그냥 거기서 아우트로를 촬영하려고 생각을 했고
Idols love the Griffith Observatory. It is like one of those staples in LA where they always go. I have actually seen, he's not an idol, he's a part of a band, but I've seen one there. Just roaming around. Yeah, didn't say anything, like left immediately when I saw him, but that was really interesting. They like love it up there.
I mean, it's pretty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people love to like film things. There's a lot of, like every time people go to LA, they'll film like their behind the scenes stuff and they'll go to the observatory just for like fun.
It's also
One of the
probably
many
free
staples.
to film there because a lot of places in LA you have to pay. Like if you go to a coffee shop or any restaurant, they charge a fee to film because everybody's filming. So even just like YouTube content, everything. So
Totally.
maybe
Yeah.
because it's a public park too, and it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. The view. Oh my God. And you can see the Hollywood sign from there, which
No, that'll
everyone
do it.
loves. Yeah.
수고 많았어요.
고생하셨습니다.
So many meetings in entertainment.
That's life,
It's
though.
not all glory. Yeah, that's life. Life's meetings.
노래 이쁘게 나올 수 있는 감이랑
오늘 가서 확인하면 되지.
좋다. Actually, that's good.
I love seeing them just get to be like, yeah, they're working, but like boys.
갈 거예요?
Getting to hang.
랑 은찬씨랑 답사하러
저는 가도 좋아요.
그런 거 같습니다.
여러분끼리 합의를 하세요.
갈 사람
똥?
돈?
그냥 다 가. 다 가자. 다
고!
가겠습니다. 네. 오케이. 끝. 정리 끝.
하이파이브!
That was a high 10 or a low 10.
They're just boys.
Yep.
Bye bye brothers. 오늘 지금 어디? 지금은
피스 전문대가
I'm surprised you can go like 24/7.
촬영 뮤 조이라이드 뮤.
Luckily, I don't think there's a ton of wildlife in that area because it's LA, but you never know.
오, 야 여기 미쳤네. 여기 너무 좋은데?
The lights are probably pretty.
I've been there from like daytime to sunset tonight before, and like it's beautiful at any time of day.
Was that the intro to the video, maybe?
Yeah.
That's fun.
조금 익숙해졌어.
I think being from Korea, they're probably used to it being colder, but the more time you spend in LA, the more you become.
Your body just regulates to the perfect
you're,
weather.
you're so used to 74 and sunny, and so if it's 55, you're just like, oh my God, we're freezing. You kind of lose
true.
your what's the word I'm looking for? Your toughness.
Homeostasis.
안 뜨지? 좀 떠. 왜 안 뜨지?
They're waiting for the sunrise.
Oh, they're gonna be there a
Oh
while.
my god. Oh my god, bless you.
날씨 쌌네? 오 좋아 역동적이야.
They're probably just there for hours. The sunrise looks cool over the mountains.
So pretty. And they've got a vision.
Oh.
Oh my God, he's just laying in the dirt.
They're just boys.
Those are now outside
Very
clothes
talented,
for
creative
sure.
boys. Yeah, outside clothes. We talk about that all the time.
bro. What's up?
Drew?
Oh,
Sweatshirt.
뭐가 나?
Back in the studio, they're gonna get so tired of that room with no windows. It doesn't matter what room you're in. Stay in one room for 2 months and you're gonna go crazy.
Kind of getting nervous. Yeah, I'm so excited to have a session with you guys. First, we are a team based in Korea, Seoul. Yeah, we are into a lot of hip hop music. We're trying to do a little bit of hip hop influenced pop music these days.
Damn, you guys are young as
That's how we feel too.
Thank you guys. It's so nice to meet you. Appreciate you having us here, man.
This one specifically is they produced the track and the video as well. So
Sick.
yeah, these are all.
So listening to their old music,
Produced
not
by
old
them.
music, the music they've done already to get an idea of like where are they at and what's the style and maybe can they beat it.
That's fire. That's fire. Insane. That's so hard. Insane.
We didn't have a cameraman. Yeah. No, you don't need one. You guys are all the cameraman. That's it. That's
Shoot it in an iPhone, edit it in an iPhone.
Isn't that crazy?
에이지 클럽은 멤버들이 너무너무 좋아하는 아티스트이기도 해요. 한번 그냥 꼭 만나보게 해주고 싶다라는 생각 때문에 세션은 한번 어레인지를 해봐야겠다라는 생각은 있었고
When they say set up a session, it's very common in LA to set up co-writes. So that's kind of what we've been doing. The most of this documentary is the management or the publishers or label will set up co-writes with other songwriters and artists with the goal of just seeing if there's creative energy that works there. So they'll probably have written 40, 50 songs, is my guess, by the time they finish.
Do you want to know how many?
Oh, you know?
They wrote pre-debut?
How many?
Well, first, their EP had 5 songs on it.
Yeah.
They wrote like 200 to 300 songs is what they've guesstimated in the time pre-debut. And then they had to like narrow it down to the 5 that they wanted to express. They wanted to really like reflect and express themselves in those 5 songs in their debut EP.
Wow.
Hundreds.
Wow. So, I mean, in LA, they'll probably do one a day. With one session a day in the afternoon. People are not early risers in music either. But
because you all are up so late.
Yeah.
When we first started dating, he would be in the studio till like 3 or 4 a.m. and I'd be like, where is he?
Gotta go to bed. So they'll usually do one session in the afternoon, maybe starting at 1, go to 1 to like 8 or 9 p.m. And in Nashville, they do 2 a day. But the goal is just to get a song started and just see if they have something there. And then so they'll have written probably 300 songs and they'll be really good demos. And then they'll narrow it down from there to decide what are we going to take to full production, either with the team in Korea or whoever they're going to have help produce it. And then they're going to go ham and just like really spend a month on each song and get the vocals really, really cut well, produce the track out. But it's really just a big funnel. You need a lot of songs to get to good ideas. And that's true of everybody.
Yeah. And I love that Big Hit gives them the opportunity to work with different artists, different styles of artists from different places that match like their influence and what they're interested in, not just try and like fit them into this
Yeah, no, that's really important.
K-pop shaped box.
Yeah, because the more you try to chase something, the more it sounds like you're chasing.
Yeah.
Because audience, I mean, you guys are the audience, you know, everyone has really good BS detectors. You can tell when it's not authentic. And so you have to do what's genuine to the music that you love to make and can make and love to listen to. And then it comes out.
거든요, 에이지 클럽 친구들이. 그래서 그 차 타고 한 8시간 정도 걸려요. 그냥 그날 바로 싸가지고 주차하고 바로 세션 들어갔거든요. 그래서 되게 좋아했었어요.
Maybe they started later than 1 p.m. It might be 9 p.m. now. There's no windows. You never know in those rooms.
That
microphone is that one.
That's the one that we're on, right? Or that SM7 by Shure. What you can do like we're doing now is you can just be in the room with the speakers going and because they're all vibing.
Yo, that's fire, man. That's fire. That's fucking sick. That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's fire.
We always say there's so many beverages. Just like strewn them out in the studio.
Yeah.
Call me up, I come running. Call me up, I come running. Call me up, now I come running.
I wonder if they're working on a different section or a different song.
Call me up, yeah, I run it.
Let me resample this.
Sorry. What was the BPM?
So now I'm gonna resample it, and then I can put it to a BPM, and then we can get drums in this, and it'll start hitting.
Oh, so it looks like they were recording what they were doing out in the live room, just like this kind of like casual lo-fi start, and then they can almost like as a sample from people at a party just singing around a guitar, and then they're putting the beat on it. That's kind of a cool idea.
그냥 다 같이 놀면서 하는 그 바이브가 되게 좋았어서 좀 장난기도 있고 그런 부분들이 저희랑 잘 맞다고 생각하게 되는 것 같아요.
Let's say, as they're all standing around together, the number one tip if you ever find yourself working in a studio is smell good. But not like too good, not like too perfumey, but don't smell bad because you're all just crammed together for hours.
That's an interesting thought. That's a good tip.
Yeah, pro tip. Be neutral / slightly positive smelling, but not overly positive smelling.
Interesting.
안에 들어가서 막 프리스타일을 하고 그거를 녹음을 봤더니 계속 프로세싱을 하더라고요. 그러고 나니까 되게 친구들의 색깔이 좀 보이는 것 같은 곡에서
Martin's voice. It's crazy.
I'm gonna do that one more time. Sick, dude. I can do better. Thank you. All right.
I mean, they're silly, so that's similar to us. But they're just so much more focused than we were.
Like, I feel like we're seeing ourselves in them too.
Yeah,
And it's so cool that they're just so talented.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. Like I don't know if I was at that level when
No, I definitely wasn't.
I was not.
You guys are sick. Thank you, man.
I mean, 14, 15, 16.
Club now.
No, yes, sir. I was nowhere near ready.
Blessings.
They won't even let me in the
Still
club.
swimming.
오늘요? 되게 재밌었어요.
Like a water gun.
그냥 엄청 바이브
Don't bring that into the studio. It would stress me out.
좋았던 것 같아서.
So much expensive gear in there that's not supposed to get wet.
나오는 거 조금 다르다고 생각하긴 해요.
맞기는 하죠.
Oh.
I mean, they're in the lounge. You can spray each other in the lounge.
It's like instant karma.
Oh my god.
함께 작업을 해서 나온 노래가 이볼브라는 노래였고 어쨌든 친구들이 가지고 있는 한 면을 그 곡이 보여주고 있는 것
That
같아서
track's not on their
이
debut.
노래라면은 우리
Okay.
앨범의
So maybe it'll be
타이틀곡으로
on
만들 수
the
있지
full
않을까
album.
하는 생각이 들어가지고
Who knows?
They're still searching for the title track.
느낌을 받았던 것 같아요. 우리 친구들이 가지고 있는 다름을 어쨌든 음악을 하는 친구들이니까 음악으로 표현이 돼야 된다. 약간 그런 방향성에 좀 잘 맞았다고 생각을 해서
잘 하면은 정말 좋은 타이틀이 될 것 같다라는 말씀을 계속 해주셨기 때문에 그걸 일단 믿고 저는 최선을 다했던 것 같아요.
Too late. Time. Fuck this him. Fuck your lungs. This that shit that make them go dumb. This that shit that make you so numb.
I kind of call it like the studio nod when everyone's just doing this.
Oh, sure.
It's kind of like the de facto body movement in the studio.
Riding through hills, I'm kissing cocky with the wheels and stuck in that traffic.
They're working with so many different people.
Kick it like that and a dope. Ooh. Everybody sleeping, every time we keep my dog up and moving side to side. Said I'm gonna get to the flow. Whoa, yeah, I gotta get another go. Whoa, stop.
Alright.
하나, you know, one more try?
그 저는 생각한 게 일단 퍼포먼스 만들면은 이볼브가 타이틀이고
I think we're back in Korea.
어가 커플링이라고 치면은 그러면 이볼브 보고 퍼포먼스 또 어를 본다? 그럼 왜 보는 거지? 라는 생각이 들 것 같긴 해.
야 맞는데 뭔가 저는 이 노래가 차트에 있는 게 상상이 안 가요.
이볼브가?
네. 뭔가 그냥 제 주관적인 생각은 그랬어요. 이 노래를 들었을 때. 이 노래가 저희 팀이랑 안 맞다라고 생각하진 않아요. 노래가 팀이랑 잘 맞는데 이거를 조금 더 있어 보이게 가져갈 수 있지 않을까라는 느낌이 들었던 거죠. 제가. 뭔가 그냥 아쉬워서 그런 생각이 들어요. 트랙이 나오면은 그 위에
I noticed something interesting. Maybe interesting. It's very nerdy. So they had some gear. If they were back in Korea for that meeting, which it looked like they were in one of their producer studios, so I think likely they probably brought their own microphone to the session in LA, and then the thing that they plug in the microphone to make it louder, called a preamp, they brought their own of that. And the reason would be that way they could take it back to Korea if they need to record more vocals, and it's going to be the same sound.
Oh, that's smart. That's very clever.
So I've had people do that. I had somebody fly in from England, from London, to record with me, and they brought their own microphone and preamp.
Smart.
Because they knew that they liked that sound on their voice, and then they could take it back if they needed to do any adjustments or tweaks or punches. They can get the same sound.
Yeah, super smart. I was also thinking as I'm listening to them talk about like, yeah, we like these songs and it sounds like us, but I don't know if it's right for our debut EP. Like, is this the title track? What's the performance going to be like? Because you do have to think about that so much. Like, okay, if this is a song that we're going to put out and we're going to have to perform it on music shows 5 times, 10 times, however many times, like, how's it going to come off to the audience too? I was thinking about your artist, Love Christian, actually, because he's got his debut album, like full album coming out too, right? And it's like finding what fits. How do I want to present myself to the world for the first time? You only get one chance to make a first impression.
I think this is the challenge of being with a major label or a big company, is that they're going to push so hard and so fast that these decisions become pretty critical, because they're gonna spend $500,000 on a music video, and they're gonna spend another maybe $1 million in marketing and promotion, which is crazy. And so to decide on a song that, like, all right, we're going to bet $1.5 million on this song is crazy. I mean, that's such a stressful decision. I've seen it with people I've worked with. They agonize over that decision, and it's super hard to get right. And I see it often not right. But if you're an independent musician, you don't have to play that same game. Because you're not going to bet $1.5 million behind a song. You can just release something. You can even go straight to socials and just see how it does and get the data. It's like, see what the streams do, and then you can push a song. But I don't think you can really do that at their level and how they're doing it, because part of the mystique and the secrecy is part of the story.
Right.
걸 얻는데 그게 이제 어떻게 말하면 가사가 없는 멜로디란 말이에요. 그거를 여러 차례 많은 아티스트들이랑 몇 주 동안 계속 작업을 했는데도 아무리 해도 나오지 않는 상태였고, 저희끼리도 여러 차례 작업을 해왔지만 딱히 좋은 건 나오지 않았던 것 같아요.
오늘은 마지막 송캠프 마지막 세션입니다. 만약에 오늘 안 나오면 시간 낭비 아니긴 한데.
No, it's never a waste of time.
Right. You always learn something.
Yeah. And you have to just get through mediocre songs to find the great ones.
난항을 겪고 있는 가장 큰 이유는 뭐인 것 같아요?
히트 프로듀서만 만나고.
히트 프로듀서만 만나고 있는데
안 나와. 그건 저희의 문제.
I don't think so. I don't think it's them. I think it's just a numbers game.
Absolutely.
You know, and like I said, we're working with hit producers, but you can't just make a hit on demand.
Right.
You have to just it's like fishing. You just got to go out and fish. And the better you are at it, the more likely you are to catch something. But if you go out a lot, that really helps too.
Yeah.
문제에 대한 질문보다는 나와야 된다는 답이 많아요. 지금 안 나오면은
너무 지금 거지 뭐.
so intense. It's good to practice finishing songs for sure.
Yeah.
You learn from every song you finish. This is an SSL console.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I add my voice to his.
근데 내가 봤을 때 이 노래가 막상 막 멜로디 붙여보고 이러니까 좀 매력적이지가 않은 것 같아. 이거는 멜로디를 이거 다시 써야 되나? 그치. 다들 지금 뭔가 피곤해하고 있지. 다시 못하겠네 그럼.
레드불 한 잔씩 갖다 주고.
마지막 날이니까.
Powered on Red Bull.
It's hard when it's the last day, but sometimes you just gotta come back another day.
이렇게 샘플 어제 찍은 건데 좋은 것 같아요.
So Martin made this one.
좋은데? 그냥 들었을 때 타이틀 한국 가서 하자 한국 가서.
그런 느낌 있어?
아 한국을 가는군.
한국 가서도 세션 계속해요.
하지 않을까? 뭐 모르겠네.
수고하셨습니다.
와. 수고하셨습니다.
수고하셨습니다.
One of the challenges you can have with doing writing sessions this way is that it's really hard to come back and revise with the people that you worked with because they just get so busy, you know, doing the next afternoon session and the next. It's totally possible, but like that can sometimes be the trick is like maybe they have a germ of an idea and if they can send it back and maybe work not in real time or get in a remote session or get in a studio again with one of the writers that they worked with, they can maybe make it better. I mean, you never know.
네, 뵙겠습니다. 네, 안녕히 계세요.
집집 하는 것 같아요. 결과물 안 나온 찝찝한.
서울에 가면은
result
결판이
yet.
나있을까?
잘 모르겠어.
Poor guys.
To be continued. To be continued in the fourth and final episode, which
Yeah.
we will get to. But for today, we're gonna go into the FaSHioN music video.
They're hitting a point though that everybody hits when you're
Right.
when you're reaching the end of a creative process. You get really insecure and go, "Oh, was that it? Is this it? Is this what it's going to be?" And that happens every time. So if you know it's coming, it's helpful. This may be the first time they're really, really experiencing that feeling of like, "Whoa, we just did I don't know 2-3 months of work, maybe longer. I don't
How long
know."
they were out there in LA. Obviously, they did work in Korea as well, but I don't know how long they spent like total in the States.
And you're also just so deep down the rabbit hole by that point that you may have something great and you're just tired. You need to come back to it in a few weeks and listen with fresh ears.
Yeah, just kind of review everything. I was trying to think, I was like, what's that saying? Like, see the forest through the trees? Or would this be seeing the trees in the forest? Pinpointing those songs. What are those songs that we are going to debut with and show the world for the first time who we are? Yeah.
And you got to just step away a lot of times and just come back with fresh ears.
So what are your thoughts on episode 3 or even 1 through 3 so far?
I mean, I keep saying the same thing, but I love how kind of honest this whole documentary is. That it's not just showing like, we got a hit.
Yeah.
You know? It's not just showing the good stuff. It's showing the struggle because I think it's important to see.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's so easy to think like, you know, they're going to debut and someone's going to become a new fan and just think, wow, these guys just got famous overnight, or, you know, they're so lucky because, and that's, yeah, there's luck involved in everything, but you can see like they're putting in work and frustration and time.
They're putting in their own blood, sweat, and tears into this process.
Yeah, and that is the process. That and it doesn't really change. I'm sorry, guys, if you ever see this. It doesn't go away. I think it gets easier to digest. But I think because it is hard, that's what makes it so beautiful when you finally get something great. Because you're like, well, we worked really, really hard for this.
Yeah.
And all those songs that nobody will ever hear that were good, but not good enough. And when you finally get something that's great, I think it really like hits you because you put so many. I mean, you've seen how many hours I put into things and how many songs and hundreds of songs, and like when you
hours, days, years.
Yeah, when you finally get something that connects and is special, you're just like, oh, finally, and it feels so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I really like how honest they're being, and I mean the guys they look really disciplined. I think that's probably the thing I'm most impressed by is that at what's the oldest, 19, 20?
He just turned 20, like just post debut because they only debuted a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So the oldest just turned 20 and the youngest, they're still 16.
So,
born in 2009.
So 16 to 20 years old.
Near the end of the year. So maybe they turned 17. But yeah, 16, 17 to 19. To 20, I'm sorry.
Be willing to go through this process and to be humble and like accept that this is a challenge and to work hard, like that's pretty rare.
Some of them have already been trainees for years prior to this as well. So like, yeah, James is 20 now, but I mean, I don't even know how young he was when he started training with Big Hit and Hybe because he was a part of a trainee, another pre-debut group. But a lot of them have been doing this since they were, I don't even know, 10, 11, 12. Somebody tell us in the comments. You all probably know better than us. But I know that some of them have been doing this for so long.
Wow. I mean, it sounds like they're doing a good job of finding people who have that discipline and drive and also probably cultivating that further. Because, I mean, when you're 11, you're still a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can be... I mean, very few people are going to be super, super disciplined. So they're cultivating that along the way too and doing a job of finding people that can handle the heat.
It seems they find the right motivations for them. As like a people manager myself, you have to find the right ways to motivate people, right? And I think giving them this creative freedom, letting them work with artists that inspire them or at least work in the genre of music that inspires them, those are ways in which they can like motivate them and cultivate that discipline and like dedication to what they're doing.
Yeah, no, that's a good point because if they're just like, here's your song, go sing it, then we're going to shoot the video.
Right.
And
they
we don't care if you hate it.
Emotional stake in this. Yeah. They have a lot of personal stake in this with like the hard work that they've put in.
I mean, in some way, you can probably thank BTS for laying the groundwork to allow for this experimentation because...
They were self-writing, self-producing. They did their LA thing as well.
Right, but it also just takes a lot of money. I mean, to lock out a studio for 3 months and have all these people come in I mean, just in food. They're going to spend $20,000 in food.
Yeah. It's not something we shy away from talking about on this channel. It's like we review a lot of other groups too, whether that's from JYP, Big Hit, YG, like we talk about it. We're like, yeah, it takes a lot of money to do this.
Yeah.
Loads of money. They have the resources, which I think allows for them to give the boys and girls, whoever they're working with, men, women, these opportunities.
Well, I think Big Hit is trying to take a bigger risk. You know, they could just do like, let's just do cookie cutter because we know that that's probably going to give an okay return. But if we take a bigger risk and let them do something creative and it's going to take more money and time and energy to do that because they're going to have to make 295 songs that aren't going to make EP. and that's expensive.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
But if they get it right, they can get it really, really right. So they're on the steps to do that. So let's see if it can happen for them. That'd be exciting.
All right, so we're going to go into the FaSHioN official music video. All right, FaSHioN, let's go.
That's fun. Ooh, and it's like charcoal. I love the track. It's so grimy and like high energy. It's fun.
Love is a big word for that.
Oh, that's a good transition.
Go back.
I love when you drop the beat out and then come back in like that. It helps reset the energy. Vintage Jesus? What does that mean? Jesus has always vintage. That's a funny line. I like that lyric. It's good. That was a great use of repetition. Notice how the vocal effects are changing in different sections. They're doing a good job of changing the vibe and keeping it interesting.
Vintage Jesus again.
That section just before, it reminded me so much of, wasn't there a rap in the movie Hook with the kids, or like there was a song that they say in like a dance song? It just gave me like Lost Boys vibes.
Ooh, Lost Boys vibes. Love that. I'll go back
in a fun way. Here. That was a crazy effect. You see the reflection on the ribbon? That's great.
Boys ad-libs go crazy. You know I live for a good ad-lib. All right, that was FaSHioN. What did you think?
Oh, it's fun. I mean, the track is grimy. There's the background here. Like, it was a synth with probably a guitar, like a distorted guitar, and then the 808 work was really great, which is the low end bass thing. Drums are grimy, and I think they did a good job of having that with their vocals, and they had a lot of space and everything, but they still kept the energy. It's like simple but still driving and grimy. I think it was a lot of fun. I think I've got my head around the concept, like we're making FaSHioN, it's like they're making it happen in their way. Making success happen in their way is what I think I'm getting.
Very good for someone who's a lyrics last person.
Yeah, I'm a lyrics last person. Lyrics are very, very, very important. Just as a listener and as a fan, I'm always lyrics last.
And I'm lyrics first.
Yes. How far off am I from your interpretation?
No, you did great. If that is how you interpret it,
that's
right.
How do you interpret it?
I think very similarly, yeah.
Okay.
That's my personal, I didn't want to say anything before, but that's my personal favorite song on their debut EP. I love that song. From just like vibes alone, coming from a consumer standpoint, like from vibes alone, I love FaSHioN. I could listen to it 10 times a day, 100 times a day.
Yeah, it's got a great energy. Yeah, I mean, lyrics are last for me because my brain is just like, it's listening to so many different things. I said, like the distorted guitar and the changing vocal effects and the way the drums drop in and out. So it's not a lot of room up there for the words too in my brain. I get overloaded.
Yeah. Well, that was episode 3, as well as the FaSHioN music video. Next time, we are going to finally wrap up the documentary series and watch episode 4. And you are going to finally hear what they landed on for their title track for their debut EP.
All right, I'm excited. They put in a lot of work.
They have. So. You're going to finally see the end of that debut AP road for them. But they have lots and lots left to come, as do we. Continue to follow along on the channel. We're going to continue exploring Cortis, as well as many, many other groups. And Matthew, anything you want to say?
Yeah, again, check me out, MatthewTryba.com. Always on the hunt for something good. So I love music, and I love hearing people who love music too.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on this journey with us. We're going to keep rolling next time. And as always, we'll see you later.